Hi everyone, Wolf Branch Homestead here, and we're going to show you a few little clips taken today of our black-headed vulture friends. We haven't really seen them around too much lately. They've been flying over, but I haven't seen them back down by the barn in a while, so it was nice to see the pair of them down there at the barn today. These black-headed vultures we've noticed for a couple of years now, and they seem to call the old family barn their home. And we always see them hanging around there, and we think that might be where they nest at when it's time for them to raise young. They love to get on top of the barn and sun themselves and just perch up there. And while they weren't doing that kind of behavior today, they were hanging around in the trees. And it's a really nice opportunity because for the first time I was actually able to really get my camera out and get some video of them. It's taken at a distance, pretty zoomed in, but you can see them very well in this video. And they actually let me just kind of sit on the ground and take some video of them up in the trees. And they seemed to recognize that I wasn't really doing anything, so both of them actually got up on limbs and kind of hunkered down and laid down on top of their feet and got comfortable. They didn't fully go to sleep, obviously, because I'm pretty new to them. Even though they see us walking around, we never really get down there close to them. But they got pretty comfortable while I was sitting down there, and kind of like I always do, I talk to them while I'm down there. And I told them, kind of like how I used to talk to our little rabbit friend, I said, I'm going to get up now, I'm going to finish my video, and I'm going to walk the other direction so you don't have to worry. And sure enough, when I got done filming, they just laid there on their feet up on the branches and didn't fly away. So this is the first time I've gotten pretty close to them without them getting too skittish and flying away, way up in the trees, but usually they are very shy. Black-headed vultures are so interesting but so misunderstood. Here in the U.S., probably more of like a southern thing for us. A lot of people just call them buzzards. I grew up with people also calling them chicken hawks because they stayed around the farm, around all the barns there. But we have two different types of vultures here where we're at. We have the turkey vulture, which from a distance does look like a wild turkey, and we have the black-headed vulture, and that's what this pair is. And apparently these vultures will actually form their partnership and mate for life. So this is a nice little bonded couple that's been hanging around here for, I'm not even sure how many years now. I only started paying attention to them in recent years, and watching this pair in particular has given me a lot more appreciation for these birds. A lot of people, I've, not only read people talking about it, but just in person, people saying, oh, they're so gross, they're so nasty, ew, all they do is eat dead stuff. But they're a very important part of the ecosystem here. They are the cleanup crew. They ensure that things don't just sit out here and rot and just stay there. And, they clean up, especially you've seen where something's been hit on the side of the road. You see where somebody has dumped some deer parts or something like that. And they help to get that cleaned up really quickly. Sometimes you'll see a big group of them. And, people think of them and just associate them with eating dead things. But at the same time, if you love bird watching, you consider yourself a birder, I hope that you'll find more appreciation for vultures too. It's fun to just sit and actually observe them like this because you see a lot of mannerisms, not just of other birds you might watch, but even mannerisms similar to our flock. You'll watch them in the trees, and they'll turn and face their eye to the sky and watch whatever's flying over. They were very observant, not only towards a hawk that was flying way up above us, but another vulture that was flying around. And they also were paying close attention to the planes. You'll even notice that one of them, as it finally makes itself comfortable, it keeps peeking its head down. You'll hear some background noises here, apologies. But you'll notice that that bird peeks its head down below it to make sure that it's keeping an eye on me as well. If you watch them for long enough, you'll see a lot of other things like them scratching their heads or ruffling their feathers up, how they like to sun themselves. And even at times we've seen them... Sorry, I was watching over here to the side of me, looking at some other birds. But you'll also even see them when the two of them get closer together. Today in this video they didn't, but I've seen them in the past do this, tried to get some video of it, and it didn't work too well because it was my phone. But you can even see them when they're close together, kind of preening and loving on each other, and it's just, if you watch them long enough, you don't just see them as a trash bird, a bird that eats decaying things. You see them for their personality and how amazing and cute they are, honestly. I know people might find that weird, but I just think they're the cutest things. They're so big and so bulky that if you ever see a group of them, one time we were going past a field that people plant for hay, and there was a bunch of them. They like to gather out in this particular field, and that day it was particularly sunny on that spot, and you watch them hop around and kind of have their wings out and do like little happy hops, and it's so adorable. It makes me think of little chicken hawk when she would have her wings spread out and she would run. They don't really run, they kind of hop though, and just watching them with this silly little behavior, it's really fun. And I hope that kind of hearing a little bit about that and seeing some video of them, maybe if you already didn't have an appreciation for vultures, maybe you'll see them in a different light and learn some more about them. We'll try to put some facts and some links here in this video where you can learn more about these birds and see how cool they actually are. Again, one of the neatest things is to realize that this pair is going to be together for their entire lives probably, and know that there's no idea how many countless young they've raised out here already. And we look forward to hopefully seeing them in this spring raising some more young in the same spot. And knowing that they're here to not only be cool little friends that hang around where we're at, but also knowing that they're part of this environment, the homestead here, and helping keep things clean. And again, hopefully you all enjoy seeing our little black-headed vulture pair up close. We thank you for watching with us and hope you all have a wonderful day.